So this is going to be a very quick video. I'm going to review the weekly levels, what levels can get scary, what levels are really promising. I'm going to look as well at leverage squeeze, the setup, and I'm also going to look at the current state of the inverse head and shoulders that I've been reviewing on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, you can find me by trading Parrot, and you can be up to date with everything that is going in all time frames with Bitcoin. So let's focus on the weekly. As you can see, we are above the trend line here, which is currently being holding us as support. So that's pretty good. It's bullish as long as we close this weekly candle around here. So let's review the levels. I'm going to just zoom in around here. And if we are below 41.5, we will get a red weekly candle, of course. So 41.5 is around there. So that will turn this green into red, and that will be mildly bearish, right? And below 40.5, if we go 45, which is around here, that's where we are still red, obviously, but now we are below the yellow line. So we are below resistance then. And that will be really bearish, and that will, in my opinion, guarantee that we're going anywhere from 40 to 33K at least in the upcoming weeks or months. And holding 42K, that's pretty much where we are. That is bullish. It's bullish, and there's a big wick to the downside, so that holds very bullish. Above 42.5 is amazingly bullish since it's the 4-hour resistance. So it can secure sooner upside continuation. Let me know in the comments if you agree. Let's have a look at leverage squeeze. This one here. So what's going on with the signal? There's something new. So we not just have all these red signals that are currently printing around there, but now it's joining forces with a leverage squeeze too, around the same levels of price. That is what got me still very worried, because if you can see, leverage squeeze has also a very good ratio of success. So this one is obviously a failure. We covered this one on Twitter, that failed, but this one was pretty good. On the red hand side, you can see, it's been pretty good. So that is the current status of this. We are still in a massive warning. Seeing all these signals from leverage squeeze is obviously not a good thing. Now let's go and look at the head and shoulder pattern that I posted earlier today on Twitter. This one right here. So if you look at this area here, you can see around here we have one shoulder, and the head. Obviously it's an inverse one, so the head is below. This is the neckline. We broke out today like 8 hours ago, and we were supposed to be retesting. This is very subjective, right? So my neck is there, but some other people might put it at the closing price. Some other people are using the daily chart, so they put it even lower, and they are claiming that we are still confirming. On the 4-hour, this looks like a fake out, but it all depends on where we close this candle. This candle is information, and pretty much in 3 hours, this should be closed, this candle, and it will have a massive impact whether we close below 42.1 or if we close above it. If we close above it, it will be technically still the process of confirming a support. Now let's go and have a final look at what's going on with the 4-hour time frame, and let me explain why I think on the 4-hour we are against resistance. If you see from here, from December 5th, we started building this channel to the downside, and we have been respecting each and every lower high on this trend line. And it hasn't been the exception now. We made it just to 70 level, which is the precise RSI number that I gave as a resistance last week. We say that if we break out, we did this breakout. Now the line, I took it away, but imagine here a trend line that was the breakout midweek, and we say it's very likely we're gonna go to the top of the range at 70. That's by 0.46 different from the expected number. And at that point, we are currently being rejected with potentially here a double top on the 4-hour. So we need really Bitcoin to hold these levels and to break out above this 70 line. And for that, it's going to need a lot of volume. If we go back to the previous one, the breakout, I forgot to show you the volume, but as you can see, if you focus on the lower side of the chart, you can see that the volume is decreasing, okay? So up until here, seeing a volume decreasing is bullish. And it's bullish because it means that there's less and less people willing to sell up until here. But then what we should be expecting at this point when you have the breakout is that now the volume picks up and it breaks out the volume. And we see that the volume confirms the move. So this move, the volume hasn't confirmed it. This is still decreasing volume, saying that this pretty much is still bullshit. So let me know in the comments whether you are teaming up with leverage squeeze, thinking that we're going lower, or if you think that the weekly being above 42, being above 41 is too bullish, is holding the support of the weekly, and that matters more than whatever signal on the 4-hour or breakout we are currently covering as well. If you want to stay up to date with all of this, remember on Twitter. And don't forget to leave a comment and a like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Bye, guys.